And now, Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger, and I have another interesting true story for you about the historic Death Valley country. The start of the 20th century found Nevada in the depths of a 20-year depression. The great old bonanza days of the Comstock were over. A third of the population had moved away. No wonder a man like John Butler, who never cracked a book in his life, could hold down the job of district attorney of Nye County, for there was nothing to do. So, on May 18th, 1900, we find him camping at Tonopah Spring on a little prospecting trip. I call this story, Birth of a Boom.
Ambrose! Concern that Pearl. Maybe I should have fed him more flapjacks last night. He stayed closer to camp. I've got to waste hours hunting for him. Wind's blowing. It's going to get worse. Ambrose! Ambrose! You old lop-eared, sawed-off son of a gun. So you took shelter here, too, huh? Yeah. By golly, I guess you know I've wasted a half a day looking for you, don't you? Yeah. This is as good a place as any. Might as well stay right here till the wind dies down.
Hey, Rondo. You keep your hands off that oar.
I wouldn't have your filthy oar.
I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw a red-hot anvil with my bare hands.
If you're looking for a fight.
Hello?
Jim Butler.
How you doing?
Well, we're taking out a few dollars a day here, Jim. Nothing more.
You staying, all you're going to do is wear off some of that fat.
Well, now, thanks, but I got something a little closer to home myself and a lot more promising. Frank,
Yeah?
you're an ass there. What do you think of this?
It's good for nothing but ballast.
Well, I'd swear that black was silver.
Yeah.
Run me an assay on it, and I'll give you an interest.
You got $1?
Oh,
And then I can't be bothered. I'm tired of making assays for free. This here stuff's worthless, Jim.
well, Ambrose, looks like this has just been a wild goose chase. Might as well head back home.
Hey, Jim, will you be seeing Gert?
I'm likely to. She's my neighbor.
Well, give her my regards, will you?
All right. Come on, Ambrose. Let's go. don't care what Frank Higgs says, Ambrose. I still think there's value in this ore. Yeah, I was about as welcome as South Klondike as a polecat at a garden party. Your young man sent his regards, Gert.
Which one?
Which one? How many you got, gal?
You take these ore samples into town and show them to Tasker Adi.
Adi? He ain't no mining man. He's a lawyer. And from New Jersey at that.
And doing all right in Nevada. Better than some native sons I know.
Now, I've been district attorney for 2 terms, Ma, and that ain't doing bad. Hey, there's an election coming up soon, ain't there?
The election was held last week, Jim. Tasker Adi was elected.
Tasker Adi? A little late, ain't it? That's a joke on me.
Jim, ain't you got any ambition whatsoever?
Well, sure I have, Ma. I'd like to strike it rich, and I'd like to buy a bigger ranch, and want some hired hands so I can rest a little more.
You take these in to Tasker Adi, or I'll take them myself.
Now, don't go getting your neck bowed, Ma. I'll drive into Belmont first thing tomorrow. I want to congratulate him anyhow.
Well, I'm no mineralogist, Jim. Your judgment is better than mine.
Well, I'd say it's likely looking ore.
Then let's run a report on it.
I'm broke. You pay for an assay on it, and I'll give you an interest. How's that?
Well, fine, except I'm broke, too.
Ain't even got $1?
Not till payday.
Yeah. Congratulations on winning the election.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Jim.
Oh, no, it ain't. The county needs a district attorney that studied law. Me, I just go by guess and by guy. Yeah.
Jim, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll send these samples up to an assay man in Austin, Walter Gayart.
Will you do it for nothing?
No, but I'll offer him half interest of my interest.
You talk like a real Nevadian.
I'll write a letter tonight, and we'll send the samples up on the morning stage.
Well, good. I'll be at the ranch. Much as I dread it, I got to start haying.
So long, Jim.
So long. Darn wind. Just won't let up.
Mr. Butler! Mr. Butler!
Hello, Red Dog.
Got a letter for you.
Oh. Well, thanks. I'll read it as soon as I get this darn dust out of my eyes.
Mr. Adi say, run fast. Very important.
Right?
Yeah.
Suffering snake bites.
Hello, Red Dog. What happened?
Read the letter. Drop dead.
Over $500 a ton. Gold and silver. Jim, it's another Comstock.
How much ground did you stake?
Stake nothing.
You put up a location marker.
No.
Jim, no monument at all.
Don't worry. I can find a place again.
Well, you get right out there and locate.
I will. As soon as my hand's done.
Jim Butler.
First things first, Ma.
If you don't hustle right out there, somebody else will beat you to it. You know how news like this gets out.
Oh, I won't tell anyone, Mrs. Jim. Not a living soul.
Shoshone Pete told me. He got it from an engine they call Red Dog.
$500 a ton. I can't believe it.
Higgs, you blasted idiot not to run an assay.
Well, I'll get the samples and run an assay right now. I know just where I threw them.
Rondo took them.
Eh?
Well, what if I did? Higgs said they was worthless.
Well, you fish them out pronto. And you and Johnny start grinding them up while I fire my furnace. If that stuff assay is anything like he said, there's going to be a stampede at Tonopah Spring.
We'll get him.
All right, Jim. The haying's done. Now, will you locate?
No use getting all steamed up, Ma. Nobody but me knows where that outcropping is.
And but now I'll bet you've forgotten. This'll turn out to be another of them lost mines. The Lost Butler Mine.
I can walk straight to it.
We ain't walking. We're riding.
We? Now look, Ma, me and Tasker can
Tasker
have...
Ottie's tied up with legal business in Austin. We'll stake for him, but we ain't waiting. We're headed for Tonopah. Now get out there and hitch up that buckboard.
Ma, let me finish my dinner.
Don't argue with me. Get out there and hitch it up. First things first.
Whoa! I told you I could find a place, Ma. There's the ledge right there.
Well, let's start locating, quick.
All right. Desert Queen, that's in Ma's and my name, and the Burro, that's in yours, and the Mizpah.
I located that.
Don't know where she got that name.
But, Jim, it's engraved inside my wedding ring.
It is?
Yes, it means,
The Lord watch between me and thee, when we are absent, one from another.
I'll be darned. I staked out 8 claims in all.
Good. And the next thing is to start development work. I got a good strong back, Jim.
Johnny Reagan's got a wagon outfit we can use for hauling, if we give him an interest.
Regan?
One of the boys down to South Klondike. Nice fella.
Then we'll cut Regan in.
I'll cook for you.
Well, Ma, what? All right.
I think I know where I can get $25 capital. We'll pay it back on our first load of ore. Well, Jim, there goes our first load to the smelter.
Nothing to do now but go home and wait for the returns.
Hello, Rondo.
What do you got in there?
You can see for yourself.
Ore from Tonopah?
Yeah?
You dirty double-crosser. Leaving us in the lurch.
They took me in because I had this wagon outfit.
Don't look like much of a wagon to me. Looks to me like it's liable to break down any time. What do you think, boys? Hey, what are you doing?
Well, folks, here it is. A check from the smelter for 2 tons of ore. $800.
Yes, sir. $800. Take a look at that, Ma.
$400 a ton. From the Mizpah.
Now, Ma.
We owe a vote of thanks to our young partner here. He got some pretty rough treatment on the way to the smelter. Wagon attacked and overturned.
Johnny, who?
Well, it...
Oh, it was just some sore heads.
You see, Ma, all your worries are over. I told you I'd be a success, didn't I? We're really in business now. Nothing can stop us.
Well, this means fortunes for all of us. But it means more than that. It means that the long slump in Nevada is broken. There's going to be a boom, I predict. A rush as great as the Comstock rush.
To Jim Butler.
To Tonopah.
To Nevada.
To Gert and Johnny.
Kurt, what are you doing here?
Same as everybody. I wanted to see the activity. Buildings are certainly going up fast.
Johnny bring you down?
No, he's much too busy at the mine. I hear he's really making a lot of money.
He's got nothing on me. I've staked the richest claim in Tonopah, right in the heart of the main lode.
Tony, that's wonderful.
And, speaking of hearts,
Tony, this is no time to talk of love.
I've got $5,000 cash. I'll give it to you for a wedding present. And there's more where that came from.
You better hang on to it.
Gert.
I'm not ready to make up my mind about anyone just yet. Come on.
I never dreamed I'd live to see the day when I could just sit back and have the money rolling in.
You know Jim would fix it so he didn't have to lift his hand.
Got all my holdings leased to the end of the year. Somebody else does the work and I get 25% of the output. And I still own the mines.
Who drew up the contracts, Jim?
Contracts? Shucks, I just told him to go ahead.
You got nothing in writing?
Oh, you think I want to be bothered signing 116 different documents?
Jim can trust him. And they trust Jim. My husband's the most honest man on the desert.
Mr. Roddy, Mr. Butler, word from Tonopah. Somebody jumped the Mizpah.
The Mizpah.
My mine.
Let's go. Come on, Brad.
Nobody here. Lucky for them.
What are you gonna do?
That's the stuff. Burn it up. Not to monkey with our claims.
So, when I got back, I found that the tent had been burnt down.
Burnt the tent down? But I can't believe Mr. Audie or the Butlers would have done such a thing.
Well, then who does that leave? Your friend, Johnny Regan.
But why would he? Why?
Because he's got it in for me. He knows I'm in love with you, and he'll stop at nothing. Why have witnesses?
I'm absolutely shocked.
Well, not as shocked as he'll be when he learns there was $5,000 hidden in that tent.
5,000?
The 5,000 I told you about.
Oh, Tony.
But I'll sue him for it, and I'll collect.
I hope you do.
How do you do, sir? Nice to have you with us, Mr. You're Wyatt Earp?
I am.
The Marshal of Dodge City and Tombstone?
I was.
Well, welcome to Tonopah, Mr. Earp. It's really nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
I'll give you a very nice room in number 101, right down in front.
$336,000 for the 8 original discovery claims. That's the offer our syndicate made you, and I understand from Mr. Audie you've decided to accept it.
That's right, sir.
Here's the check for $200,000 representing your share, Mr. Butler.
Thank you.
Here's a check for $63,000 for your interest, Mr. Regan. Mr. Audie has elected to take part of his payment in the stock of our new company, the Tonopah Mining Company. And I'm happy to say has agreed to be its first manager. I thank you all, and may the year 1902 be a happy one for you.
I guess we all know what Johnny's going to do with his money. Get married.
Congratulations, Johnny. She's a wonderful gal.
Well, I can't thank you folks enough for cutting me in on this deal. Oh, there she is now. Hey, Gert. Look at this.
Mr. Turner.
Yes?
My name's Rondo, and I have a small claim against your company for some property damage.
Take it up with our manager, will you?
Well, it's only a matter of $5,000.
Mr. Audie takes care of all such cases. Audie, you will find him at our office just 2 doors down the street.
I'll go out with anybody I please.
Gert, he's a low-down thief.
You're a fine one to talk, you incendiary.
If you're talking about that tent we burned, I can...
And the money. You didn't know he had $5,000 in there, did you?
I don't believe it. Just another of his lies.
Just wait till he sues you.
A claim jumper bringing suit? That's a laugh.
Claim jumper?
Yes, he was on our ground, the Mizpah.
I don't believe it.
Ask the butlers. Ask Audie. Look, Gert, please.
I'll be in Philadelphia if you need to reach me.
Well, everything's pretty well set now. I don't anticipate any trouble.
By the way, did a fellow named Rondo come to see you?
No, why?
He claims the company owes him damages. I referred him to you.
Good. I'd like a chance to tell him to go to blazes.
Whatever arises, I'm sure you can cope with it. Believe me, Tasker, it's a great satisfaction to be leaving the company affairs in such good hands.
Thank you, sir.
Turner, the big cheese of the outfit's gone back east. This is our chance to jump the Desert Queen. All we gotta do is dig a hole 10 feet down on the vein proper. And we got a valid location, according to the mining laws in Nevada. All right, get your horses. Makes a pretty good time. We'll soon be down 10 feet and the ground will be ours.
What's this?
You're too late, Audie.
Oh, no, I'm not. You're not sinking this shaft 1 inch deeper.
Now get out of there. We're 6 to 1 and you ain't even armed. Get out.
I don't take orders from claim jumpers.
I'll give you 5 to get out. 1. 2. You got both feet in the grave, Audie. 3. 4.
Wait a minute. This ground belongs to the Tonopah Mining Company.
Now, ain't that interesting?
You'll have to get off.
Who says so?
I do.
And who the devil are you?
I'm Wyatt Earp.
And I'm Wild Bill Hickok. And this is Bat Masterson. And this is, My gosh, it is Earp.
Pick up your stuff and clear out. And if you know what's good for you, you'll be out of Tonopah by sundown.
Thanks, Marshal.
Just plain Wyatt Earp.
On the 4th of July, Tonopah staged a big celebration. The parade was led by Jim Butler and Ambrose.
Hi, Pa!
Jim bought a big ranch over near Bishop, where he and Mrs. Jim lived happily for the rest of their lives. Speaking of being happy, and men like Wyatt Earp made Tonopah an orderly camp. Tasker Audie was elected to the Nevada Senate, later became governor of the state, and finally United States Senator from Nevada. And that's the story of Tonopah, the discovery that lifted Nevada out of a 20-year depression and launched the great bonanza of our century.